And welcome back. So we were on our way to Dawnstar. Oh, there's a nice little cinematic it plays when you go to this giant camp, so we'll head there first. When all the bandits attack the camp and get annihilated by the giant, because they're all just hiding over here. There they are. Yeah, so they're all stupid enough to go over there and attack the giant. And then giant sends them all to space. Alright, so I'll come back to that place off camera and loot it, and it's just a giant. I mean, the mammoth will be a grand soul, so I can get that, but other than that. Oh, one of the places I need to go is nearby for the Destruction Master level spells. And I'm not sure if this is the first one in the book, so let me just check. No, it'll actually be a book. Power of the Elements. Northward haunted northern coastline, and south Dwemer live in toil. A simple place, shield from draft. At this stand, wield mage's craft, so fierce the soil will boil. So on fire. And at this, to the north is the coastline, haunted coastline with the Sea of Ghosts. South, Dwemer lived in toil. Not anymore, but there's a Dwemer ruin to the south of it. A simple place, a shield from a draft, yes, and a stand, wield mage's craft, so fierce the soil, the sea will boil. And so I'm assuming boil means fire. And it's that little ruin right there, and I'm looking right at right now. There to the south, the Dwemer ruin, to the north, the Sea of Ghosts. And the windward ruins that shelter you from the wind. Oh! Well, now I know the Skeever Guardian Spirit is. And there's something else that happens here as well. Did that affect it? Yes. Under Greybeard's morning shadow at this northern watch, long lost, Nern's hoary throat does scrape the sky. And here unleash a chilling cry, and gild the stand with frost. Yes. So that's the one where the Hagridans are we need to go to for the Gilda quest. And I'll go do that. Maybe the start of next, or if we're passing by at any point during this week's record session, I'll go up there and do that. Because yeah, the first quest Harkon sends you on as a vampire lord is to go to get the blood spring. Which is past that anyway. Oh, I'm still in the fire magic. Yeah, dodge that one, bitch. Yeah, you didn't dodge that, did you? You seen him try to dodge, but it just took him out anyway. You know, I suppose we always get Carjo to give us his quest while we're here. If he turns up while we're here. Alright, Dawnstar discovered. So we can come back here when we want. Yeah, there's a quest from this guy down here to find his void salts finally caught. Other than that, there's a ring for the ring of pure mixtures. Oh, I need to get that quest picked up at some point.
I don't like taking orders from a boy, but I need to go.
Everyone thinks I'm too young to be a ship's captain, but I'm going to prove them wrong. By inheritance, as my men are fond of saying. Can't blame them. My mother ran the Sea Squall as strictly as she ran the house. I've been trying to find new areas of business, trying to win the sailors' respect, but I keep having problems. Take the last trade we did. Some fine-cut void salts from the College of Winterhold. Plenty of coin if you know who to sell it to.
What happened to the salts?
Sailors are what happened to them. They got drunk and ended up losing the merchandise in some cave. If you're not afraid of a little exploring, I'll pay good gold to get those salts. I'd better get going.
I plan to spend all the days I got left on
Oh yeah, there's the Dawnstar Museum. We might as well go.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is open in Medina.
I'm here to lend my magic
and here
to the
comes
people
my
of
first
Dawnstar.
visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend.
Museum of Mythic Dawn?
Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for.
Okay.
Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. The cult's greatest accomplishment was the assassination of the Septim Dynasty and the opening of the Oblivion Gates.
Okay, yeah, let's look at this.
That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise where all his followers would live forever.
Yeah, I got news for you, mate. They were going to live forever.
The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. Ah, yes, that scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate, a key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn. Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business?
Yeah, why did you open the museum in the first place? Oh, hello, puppy. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, We held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill.
So what is this Mythic Dawn cult?
They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult I've gathered in my museum.
Who is Mehrunes Dagon?
Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim dynasty and opened the Oblivion gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis.
Let's talk about the job.
A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' Razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim.
Hold on. You mean these people got into my house in Cyrodiil and stole my stuff? Because I had the razor, and so they went to my house and stole my stuff. I am pissed. I want my fucking razor back. Where did I get these fragments? So I want to get my razor back.
At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders. And the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked.
Okay, tell me more about the razor.
The razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The Mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. Good luck finding the fragments.
Righty-ho. Oh, there's a fishy spot here. Let's see what we can get. Do I have to have it in my left hand? Right hand? No, I can be left-handed. Okay. Free. Come on. Arctic grayling. Okay. That way I can just put my spell back on by hitting the button. So I'm all nice and warmed up now. They want me to find a book, Nightfalls and Sentinel. Yeah, because the wifey is a Redguard and she wants their child to grow up knowing about her homeland. And so he asked you to get a book called Nightfalls and Sentinel, so they can teach their child about. Okay, yeah, I remember that one. Now we're heading back up this way. Again, I am trying to get through the Dawnguard quest line, so I'm going to ignore side dungeons for this now. Mostly. Unless it's like a quick little dungeon I can do out the way. Whereas Mission Chalef is a fucking massive place. And Dwemer Centurions are resistant to frost as well, so. Same with that fucking ruin up there, where the guy, the Doge and Edui, and what's his sword called? His axe is called Edui, and yeah, he has the 2 weapons, and he's he has Aura Whisper. Is it Aura Whisper that's in the word wall behind him? I think it's Aura Whisper, and Yeah, he's a fucking dickhead. He's a dual wielding son of a bitch. He just runs up and smashes you in the face. Which, to be fair, that's how dual wielding goes, but. He is a son of a bitch though, because he is pretty tough. Not because of it in particular, just because he has two weapons and he's not afraid to run up and just power attack you in the face. Right. So we're going to have to either use Incinerate or we're going to slowly fuck his Icy Spear. Well, that's alright, we'll just drop our Skelly Bobs down and they'll do the business end for us.
These vigilants never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
To come in here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well then. Jedon and Bresoff were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserved what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another vigilant will wander in soon.
I wish Loki would hurry it up. I have half a mind to return to the castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted this mission to.
I have half a mind to tell Loki of your disloyalty.
You wouldn't dare. Now shut up and keep on watch.
Oh. The skeletons are just like, fuck you. We don't care if you're invisible. We can still see you. Tolan. I should get you dickwad for killing Tolan. I mean, yeah. Vampire armor and woman is just, yeah. A paralysis glass sword. Do you think that'll work on vampires? Now I have the Master of the Mind perk. Like, will my weapon skills affect vampires? The illusion spells on it. No, that's an alteration spell, so it should still work on them. Never mind. But would illusion spells on weapons, illusion enchantments on weapons, work on vampires if you had the Master of the Mind perk? And I do have it, so hey ho. And I think I made up my mind. Yeah, we will join the vampires. So. Then we run around and they should trigger Vampy Bitch up there. It was all planned out. Oh, hello. They've already dealt with everything. They're like, hey, Dad, we're killed everything. Yeah. Did I miss? Oh, right. There was a couple of skelly bobs. There's nothing here. Vincent, your storm matching is in the way. Vincent Van. Ah, that should be your name from now on. Vincent Van. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, all those arrows. And if you don't know why I'll call him Vincent Van Gogh, well, I'll call Go Vincent Van. No. You are an idiot who has not studied history or art. I mean, seriously. Right, you two go out there, have some fun. Look at him, he's got his shock fucking cloak up already. He's like, fuck you guys, you get near me, I'm shocking the shit out of you. You go, dude. I should probably do that as well, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, we got that. Got to remember we have the Hastitoki. Oh, hang on, I have something to help here. Yeah, there was like a Storm Archonite, 2 Shocks, Warlocks, and Lydia in there, so yeah, I don't think he's going to win. Are we done? We've got the War Axe already, but we don't have a shield, so we'll take that with us. Now, there should be... No, that's an orc. I could shoot them with the bow and knock them out. Or I could telekinesis them. Could you give me a second? Being a mage, I have telekinesis. See? Go! Vincent! Vincent! You have to stop being a dickhead sometimes. Couple potions. Nothing outstanding. Well, I got used to calling him Vincent now. Where is the point? Come on, give me more than 2. There we go. I'll just do it right away first time. I won't need to worry about that then. We have Valor Stones that can store some souls in them. That'll be good for powering up our staff of Hastitoki. Oh, Volkihar vampire. They're the most powerful vampires. I could have soul trapped her. Oh well. Couple of storm mages out there. They're just like zappy zappy. Oh, hang on. She's a Volkihar, and we could soul trap her. Stand still, you pain in the ass. We've got a lot of vampire armor now anyway. And that should have been a grand soul. Yes, it was a black soul as well. Oh, that's interesting. Why did it go for the black soul gem? Unless it fills black soul gems first. Which wouldn't make sense. But if they have a black soul, then the whole point about using a black soul to cure vampirism is a bit moot. But you two go have fun. Oh. Oh, hi. Thanks for sending her back here. Oh. That was great of you. I sent her back here. It saves me going out there to loot her. Do you mind? Oh, yeah. Oh, come on! That's horseshit. I healed in time. Come on. I healed. Fucking Volkiwanks. Thank God I fucking... No, that's not. I probably should be using Incinerate then. I had the spell charged, I was going to use it. Now let's see if I can trap her soul or not. No, so it is a black soul. That is interesting. That is actually interesting. Her soul is black, it is not white. Trying to see him's the hard part here.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendar is stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you, Vigilant. And I don't think you even know what you found here. So go and meet your beloved Stendar.
Are you sure that was wise, Lokio? He still might have told us something. We haven't gotten anywhere ourselves with
Nothing. He served his purpose by leading us to this place. Now it is up to us to bring Harkon the prize. And we will not return without it. Vingalmo and Orthios will make way for me after this.
Yes, of course, Loki. Do not forget who brought you news of the Vigilance discovery.
I never forget who my friends are. Or my enemies.
Yeah. Anyway, that should be about the end of the episode. So I'll see you all again next time.